Hey guys, welcome to my third and final step to solving the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. At this point, you should have the two first layers solved. So now all you need to do is just solve this last bottom layer. That's what we're going to learn how to do in this step. So what I like to do in teaching this step is to get the corners in the correct spots first. So I look around the cube for pieces that have two of the same color on them. So if I look here, I can see that this has blue and this one also has blue. Also, these two are placed in the proper position. Not necessarily oriented, but this is where the corners are going to eventually end up. But if I look over here, I see that these two need to be flipped. Now, to do that, you just do this simple algorithm that I am showing on your screen right now. Also, I'm using a Diane Zanchi cube, which is a speed cube, just because it's easier. And if I look around the cube, I can see that all my corners are now in the correct spot. And now you're seeing, oh, but your middle layer is now destroyed. Yes. And you're probably going over here and saying, oh yeah, I could probably just do this, like inserting the edge piece again, but no. If you look, you can see that what you just did, you just canceled out what you just did. You just flipped these two corners over again. So to fix this, you do that algorithm again. And then when you make your T to put the piece back in, you move the piece toward the spot where you want it to go. Then what you can do is you can push this down and do that edge inserting algorithm that we went over in the last video. But be sure to do that twice. So now if you go over here and you look around your cube, you will see that you have all of your corners in the correct spot. So now what I want to look for is I want to look at the bottom and see if any of these corners have yellow on the bottom. I see that this one is, so I'm going to go to this face, and perfect. What I wanted to look for was I wanted to find an oriented corner with another corner that has its yellow face showing on the front side. So now to orient all of these other corners, you do this very simple algorithm, which I'm showing to you right now. And notice that all of the corners have been completed. Now we look at the bottom and we see that we have two improper edge pieces. So in this case, to flip these two over, you do this algorithm, which I'm showing on your screen right now. And there. Now we can see that our entire yellow face is solved, but not correctly. So if we look over here, we see that we have one completed face. Then if we look over here, we can see that we have to place all these three pieces over. And as I'm looking, I see that they have to move in a counterclockwise position because I have to move this here, this piece here, and this piece here. Now, to do this is a pretty long algorithm, very simple to remember, but just watch carefully. And by the way, I'm also going to display the notation for the algorithm on the screen right now. And there. That is how you solve that situation. Now, I'm going to do what I just did again on this cube. And this is a different situation, and I'm going to narrate as well. So I look around, and I see that both... Oh, actually, no. I have one pair of corners that are in the correct spot. I just have to do the same thing that we did last time, which was reorient those corners that are in the incorrect spot. So then what we did last time, we pulled it to where we wanted to go and did that edge insertion algorithm twice. And now I have all my corners in the correct spot and my middle layer is complete. I look at the bottom face and I see that this corner has yellow on it. But this face doesn't have yellow showing. That is okay. What you can just do is do that same algorithm and then the situation will turn up the next time you look. So we go over here to this face, find the yellow corner, and there we see that this yellow corner has the yellow face showing next to this correctly oriented corner. So then we just do that same algorithm that we just did, and all of our corners have been oriented correctly. Now if we look at the bottom, we see that all 4 of these edges are flipped over. That's pretty easy. All we have to do is just do that algorithm that we did twice with when we had only these 2 that weren't placed correctly. So what we can just do is we can just push that middle layer up, pull that back, and by the way, this is a very simple algorithm to remember. And then these 2, we just do the same thing. And our yellow face is completed. Now, another note, you're probably going to see sometimes that you're not going to have a completed face like I do. It's very simple. All you got to do is just go to any face you want and just do that clockwise algorithm or counterclockwise algorithm that I told you. Either one is fine. And you just do that, and eventually you'll have one side solved. Okay. So now I have this side solved, and I know that all of these pieces have to go in a clockwise motion. So all I got to do is do that algorithm. And my cube becomes solved. Thank you for watching my tutorial. I hope you found it enjoyable. If you did, you can rate, comment, or subscribe above. Also, I'm probably going to be making a 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7 tutorial for all of those cubes. If you liked my tutorials, please share them, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and now you can impress your friends and family that you can solve a Rubik's Cube. Thanks for watching, everyone.